Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami, and it's the morning after the night before, and we're in our lovely Mama Shelter Hotel, ready to explore Marseille. Bottomless coffee could have disastrous consequences. Once I pop, I can't stop. Could just do with a bit more light over here. Bonjour, je voudrais un omelette fromage, s'il vous plaît. It's quite an extensive breakfast buffet, Mr. Boo.
It's quite extensive.
And yours is very extensive. What have we got there?
I'm just so health conscious. I just got some grilled vegetables.
Yeah, that's because you couldn't find any bacon.
With some bacon and sausages underneath.
I'm having an omelette. There's an egg station. I always like an egg station.
You love an egg station.
But this wasn't included in the price, was it?
No, it wasn't.
We're pushing the boat out, but I want to do some editing afterwards, and so I wanted a nice seat and not have to go out and disturb myself, as it were. Your mug's got two boys cuddling on it. It's a gay hotel. So how did you sleep, Mr. Boo?
Very well. The room is very quiet.
Very quiet. It was super quiet, super comfortable bed. Twiggy snuck into that duvet, didn't she? And what about the shower?
The shower's amazing. It's like proper pressure, like
proper full-on rainforest shower. Good towels. It's a very good deal, particularly if you're coming in November. What's it cost?
I think it was 107 a night.
Yeah, I mean, I think in peak season it'll be a lot more than that, but at this time of year, it's a real steal. Fifth course of bacon. How many sausages have you had?
Pepper Twiggy.
Right, Mr. Boo, let's go and explore more of Marseille. And the sun is out and the sky is blue. Oh, look, Mr. Boo, there's a DJ set with who? Conker? Conker? Oh, I used to play conkers when I was at school. Do you see that man who got done for cheating? He had a concrete conker in his pocket.
Goodness.
Oh, he was just pleased to see you. 12 degrees meteo tonight, but 21 by day today. Bon fête.
Just to say, this is our room key. Look, Mama loves Marseille, and it's actually a tarot card because tarot cards, the modern tarot card is from Marseille.
Invented,
Mr. Boo, fact of the morning.
Oh, God, he's off. The fax machine is up and running. Twiggy's still dragging her heels. She's not convinced by city life. Mr. Boo's giving in. She's going in the rucksack. Oh, she's falling asleep already in the back of there, Mr. Boo. She knows exactly what the game is. Pretend not to walk, and then they'll carry me and I can have a nap. Fresh graffiti. Chopin lived here, did he? After he came back from Mallorca.
After he came back from Mallorca?
I never knew he went on his holidays to Mallorca, did you? Do you think he brought one of those donkeys back?
Yeah, Raffia donkey.
Yeah. How lovely, this Café Librairie. And people are actually reading books. Wow. Right next to it, a great view of the Basilica. Look at this incredible trendy travel agent. It's a bit like Trail Finders used to have this design, I think. But all the globes everywhere. Isn't that fantastic? And I love these old maps. We nearly bought one of these once. It's a bit dear though. They're sort of, I think they're taken out of old schoolrooms for educating kids on the ways of the world. There's the Mekong. Really, this is a labyrinth of sort of graffitied streets, hole-in-the-wall bars, trendy second-hand shops, marijuana shops. Got it all going on. This is quite a vehicle over here, Mr. Boo. We need this to get round on, this quad bike.
That'd be groovy.
Intriguing. No registration number on this quad bike. Not sure how that works. Clearly gets away with it. Mind you, we were saying yesterday, we didn't see a single policeman the whole day, and haven't seen one today either. I'm sure they exist. Fish and chips over here for €10. Very intriguing patisserie orientale here. Look at that. All kinds of, looks like baklava and things like that. Sweet treats. Yum, yum. This is a cracking street. It's a bit like San Francisco or something.
Or Glasgow.
Or Glasgow, yeah, with this huge sweep down. But isn't it twinned with Glasgow?
It is twinned with Glasgow.
Oh, Mr. Boo fact was trumped there by me. This is quite a good hill for the old motor vehicles. What a corner. Busy corner. This is a hotel for you, Mr. Boo.
It looks nice.
You can rent it by the month, apparently. Not convinced. Trying to work out with these buildings whether they're squatted or whether they've got mega locks on the door to try and keep people out, but it's intriguing. So much of the housing stock and the shop stock seems to be empty, doesn't it? What's this empty space over here, Mr. Boo?
So I think this is where those buildings collapsed, and I think this might be answering our question of why all these things are locked up. Because I think it was 6 years ago that 2 of the buildings collapsed, and there's lots of signs about justice for people who are badly housed.
Right. Well, this street is on a big hill, and it does look a bit propped up. It looks like you're right, Mr. Boo, because there's flowers over here, look. Wow.
It's actually the anniversary this week.
Really? When did it collapse?
2018.
Wow. Is that what it says? Don't forget and don't forgive?
Yeah.
So it's Marseille's Grenfell Tower. Bar de la Fontaine, Cuisine Africaine, is opposite me and Mon Ami bar. I mean, les deux amis. There you go. Where are we headed now?
We're now heading down to the Capuchin market to experience some diversity.
Oh, good. There's quite a lot of diversity up here. I think these streets are all, I mean, they're full of mystery to me, aren't they, you?
Yes.
Because you just don't know which shops are open, which are ever going to reopen. I imagine quite a lot are not. But there's just, I mean, it's probably the least bourgeois place I've ever been in France. France can do bourgeois quite well, and quite a lot of it. And this is not that. And another patisserie orientale. Look at this. This looks seriously sweet. In fact, if you want proof of it, there's a wasp in there trying to get some. Look at these are gorgeous. Ooh. Now, I've switched on to the secret specs because it's getting a bit edgy down here. I'm not sure people would appreciate being filmed. Well, been obviously filmed with a camera in their face. And this is very sort of old Brick Lane in London, Sunday morning. People just selling their bits on the floor. All kinds of bits up here, Mr. Boo. Everything and anything. And a wig shop in there for you.
Perfect.
I could get a new hair after my hair blew off on that bike. Look at them. Man's got some cracking shorts. Look at them. You don't see many of them these days, do you? Don't get many of them to pound. This looks lovely. Look at this. Wow. Delicious. And definitely not traditional French cuisine, is it? That looks amazing. Oh, looks like a goat head. And so this is the main outdoor market, this giant fish stall over here. I have to say, this is full of life, isn't it? It really is. such street theatre. Amazing foodstuffs down here. Incredible breads, look at those. And again, another stall with those round breads, flatbreads, and another boucherie. Yeah, nice. Yes, it's definitely getting souk vibes here, aren't you? Look at those elephants. These are quite nice. Sort of Cocteau-esque, Picasso-esque. Very nice. Mr. Boo says this is a very famous couscous restaurant, and it does look amazing. Spaghetti. And look at that, up the alley. That looks fun for lunch. All kinds of activities going on here. This man seems to be selling cigarettes. Fantastic sights up here, look at this, wonderful stuff. The theatre of a market. There's some great looking stuff on here. And it's packed. What was he selling?
Cockroach spray.
Cockroach spray. Well, handy. Very New York. Wonderful colours. Pomegranates, bananas, the works. Few chickens on the go over there, look at that. Then we've got the poissonnerie. These look super fresh, look at that one. Look at that. Let's smell them. And the old octopusy. So what were you saying about this place, Mr. Boo?
It's a famous place to come for a mint tea.
Shall we have a mint tea?
Let's have a mint tea.
Let's have a mint tea. So here you go, famous cafe this since 1925, but take note if you come here, it's cash only. You having a mint tea, Twiggles? There has just hidden some drugs behind that sign for the medical laboratory, and he's popped a couple. That is surreal. Literally, they're hidden behind that sign. And the guy who took them from behind the fence is now he seems quite off his box. Well, I'm still sticking to filming on the specs just because there are so many dealers on this corner. I really don't think they want a camera pointed in their face. I didn't say the word dealer, of course. I mean, they just stood around there. Stood around. You can get anything on these street corners, Mr. Boo.
I think you get anything you like.
Well, perhaps not a MacBook Pro, but, well, who knows? And there's a CNA over there.
CNA.
I love the fact that CNA survives in France. There's still an enormous one in Nice. Disappeared in Britain a millennia ago. And it's in a beautiful building, the Grand Hotel de Louvre et de la Paix. So it's interesting, you come out of effectively the souk over there, and suddenly you're thrown onto, I guess, one of the main shopping streets with the tram and very elegant tree planting and very big bourgeois, much more bourgeois buildings. Intriguing, just a street away.
So this is the Canebière.
Canebière?
Canebière. It's the main thoroughfare. It dates from the 17th century.
17th century? It's almost as old as you, Mr. Boo.
Almost. And Canebière means hemp field.
Hemp?
Hemp field.
Oh.
And it was what they were growing here at the time when they decided, let's turn it into a giant boulevard.
Wow, that's a top fact. And here is the extremely futuristic looking tram. Look at this, Mr. Boo.
Oh, I like the kind of wood effect top.
This is very groovy. And runs right the way up this sort of Oxfordy street. Well, there's the police station, Mr. Boo, but still no policeman. I'm going to get very excited when I see my first policeman. This looks a serious bite, this Ridster. Look at that. Worried about the legalities of that bike. Well, it's parked right outside the police station. So I don't think they're too worried about whether it's street legal or not. Then in the midst of all this is this wonderful old hat shop. Look at this. This looks like it's been here forever. Hats for everyone. There used to be a market stall on Shepherd's Bush Market. It used to have a sign up every year, hats for Ascot. I was never convinced people who went to Ascot came for Shepherd's Bush Market, but it was a lovely idea. What's the tour de con? Tour de cou.
Tour de cou. Goes around your neck.
Oh. These are nice. These doughboy hats. You never let me have one of those. I always want one. It says they make me look old-fashioned. And it's got a wonderful sort of glass light box in the roof, like a big department store would have had.
And this is the Maison Empereur, which is like a homeware kitchen-y shop where you can get absolutely anything.
But it's really traditional, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very old-fashioned French stuff. Let's have a look. Sign here that tells you the whole history of this shop, and I'm going to use my Meta AI specs to translate it because it's written in French. Hey Meta, what does this say?
This text describes the history of a French hardware store called La Maison Empereur. The business was founded in 1827 and has been family-owned for 6 generations, with each generation contributing to its growth and success. Today, it offers over 30,000 products across 4 main categories: general hardware, culinary arts, cutlery, and dry goods. It is one of France's oldest continuously operating businesses.
Mr. Boo wants to go now. Is it reading it to you? And isn't it in perfect English? Perfect translation? It's absolutely incredible.
It's also that it's not translating it directly, it's summarising it, so that it makes sense.
So it's fluid and it's not pedantic. It's not like Babelfish translating it in some dreadful way. No, it's amazing. Beautiful knife sets. Wow, look at the price. 4 knives, €800. They're gorgeous though, but it's a heavy price to pay for a knife. This, look at this carving knife. €420. Wowzer.
James Bond's knife.
James Bond's? Oh yeah, the couteau de James Bond. For all you James Bond fans out there, 548. What was it used in? Casino Royale. We've done a video about this to James Bond on the Riviera. Check it out. On the secret specs, I think they may not want us to film, but let's see what they sell. It's supposed to have all the things you need and more. Big no photo shine. How many pairs of scissors can you have in the world? Wow, you've got crabs, Mr. Boo, again. I'm just loving this as well. Look at this fantastic pineapple jug. Isn't that amazing? 94, but it is amazing. And this with the fox on, look at that. Amazing. It is amazing in here. There is everything. There's about 4 shops of it. Wowzer. Look at these. Pretzels, I think. Oh, I want some new egg cups. Ours are getting dirty, and those wire ones that get all the eggs stuck. Egg cups.
My little cock egg cup.
Oh, that's nice. What's that? A spaghetti measure?
Yeah.
Looks like a paddle. It's that hotel we stayed in. Look at this giant pepper pot. And it's for sale. That's incredible. I thought it was just for demo. Such amazing coloured things in here that you just don't see anywhere else. Just a juicer, but it's so lovely in yellow, and the milk jug for the coffee machine. I mean, nothing's cheap, but it's nice.
It's all gorgeous.
Yeah. Corn stripper, it looks like a sex toy. Oh, well, no, it's definitely a corn stripper. That'd be good for sweet corn salad. We'll have that, €4. Because I'm always having to carve it off when I do Thai salad. This is my favourite shop ever. And look, you come through here, there's just more and more of it. And there's a little coffee shop. Unbelievable. And it's so old school. The bags are nice. That calculates the purity of your olive oil, the density. Amazing. Swimming goggles, they're not. They're for when you peel your onions. Very nice, these. €74, so but they're very good, heavy pans.
You can even get a cookie cutter of the Basilica of Marseille.
Do you know, I get that if I made cookies, but I just don't. I've never seen so much cooking stuff in my life. It is unbelievable and it's so quirky, some of it. What's this? Poster.
It's a mould for making panisse.
Oh my goodness, so you make your panisse in it? How cool. Their own brand panisse maker. Another floor. It is just endless. It reminds me of the old bookshop in New York that used to be the floor after floor of it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Sadly it went. I know, I saw them downstairs. They're lovely. Wowza. This is the toy department. Just amazing. And also the building is so fantastically sort of rickety and eccentric itself, isn't it?
Wow. Some Citroens.
Some H-vans. Is that what they're called?
H-van, yeah.
They're lovely. They've got some incredible car models in here as well. Just wow. Just wow. Little go-karts. I love these as well. Some of the toy theatre-y things. He gave us one of these. We've got one on our shelf, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I love the golf one.
That's amazing.
Oh la la.
We need more shelves.
We do. Incredible kitchen sets over here. Have you seen these? Unbelievable. Look at those. Oh. Of course they have a boule department. Well, of course they do. I mean, you just would, wouldn't you? And Fanny.
For a Fanny piece of kit.
Fanny always pops up. Fanny gets everywhere. She follows us around, doesn't she?
And you can have them engraved.
Oh wow. They've got this incredible sort of clothing section. Look at this. It reminds me a little bit of Liberty in London. I love this. That's cool. Colours, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh la la. This shop could cost me a fortune. I just love it. Oh, that's clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you ever wondered where you could come for a rare light bulb, it's here. Just look at this. Incroyable.
J'ai envoyé 2 photos à Rachid pour le...
Remember buying all those light bulbs in Istanbul?
Oh yeah. That we took back. Because we'd never seen them before. Look at the quinceillery and the brackets and the hinges and the latches. Incredible amount of stuff for staining floors and paints and woodwork. Just incroyable. And then this is the bag and brush department, isn't it? As if you haven't seen enough, there's a Savonnerie soap factory. Unbelievable. Look at the variety of storage jars up there. Incredible. You seen all the storage jars? Look at this incredible staircase coming up here. And these old pictures. Most epic shaving department you've ever seen. They're cracking slippers, Mr. Boo.
I love them. I feel like Twiggy.
Well, for my money, that is one of the most amazing shops I have ever been in.
Anywhere.
I mean, absolutely stunning. I could spend hours in there and fortunes. We're going to come back and buy some bits, but we just don't want to carry them around for the whole day today. But just unbelievable. You've got to go. And amazingly, just sort of 2 or 3 streets away from all that wonderful sort of souk action and rough and ready stuff is, well, Designer Street, Louis Vuitton, etc. I know which I prefer. It's the other street.
Yes.
In that for all their designer shoppiness, that street is utterly dead, lifeless, isn't it? When you think of the sort of theatre and the theatre of life and the streets just over there where we've just been, and then come here and buy an expensive handbag, but it's just dead.
And these streets could be anywhere, couldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas where we've just been is uniquely, to me, Marseille.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, Mr. Boo's heard something about this rooftop restaurant here. We're going to check it out, see whether we fancy it. Oh, it's all very groovy. Pumping copyright protected music. Not sure this is going to be for me, Mr. Boo.
Well, we can go and have a look, can't we?
I guess. Cost note to look. Here we go. Oh yes, it all looks very rooftop. Looks quite busy. We can go. Is it the salads?
Oui, des salades.
Yeah, nice. Bonjour.
Monsieur,
Une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît.
sans réservation?
Non.
Ça sera à l'intérieur.
Ah.
Dedans comme ça.
Ouais.
Ah.
Ok.
That's okay. Do you want to sit inside or not?
Up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't be bothered to move.
Ouais, suivez-moi.
Merci. Oh, Twiggy's got a friend. Oh! Oh, be nice. No, Twiggy.
Il veut ton salade?
It's very fashionable, this, Mr. Boo. I've just ordered a starter to save money. I'm not that hungry. We had a big breakfast, but it's a great place to come for the view. I mean, incredible views. But it's definitely the sort of place you'd find in the designer shopping area, isn't it?
Yes.
And Twiggy's very popular here.
Oui, non, c'est bon, merci.
Well, I'm not quite sure how this is a starter size. It's enormous. Look at yours, very pretty, Mr. Boo. What's that?
It's some grilled sardines.
Oh, lovely. Give it a try. Does it taste like a sardine?
Very pretty, very tasty. A bit of beetroot coulis.
I've got a classic Caesar salad. Now it's in my mouth. Nice. And quite significant, meaty. Lots of bits and some sardines here. It's all going on. Anchovies maybe, sardines. I've got a feeling this will be a main course price though. It's just too big for a starter. But I could be wrong. These pickled carrots and pickled cabbage are delicious, I have to say, and the egg is ice cold. It's a very good salad. Oh, it's my birthday, Mr. Boo. I'll get my lunch free. We're sat out on the roof. 22 degrees. The 7th of November.
Crazy.
People are sat out there in shirts. In fact, I've got a little jacket on. I'm way too hot. Unbelievable. Well, they have an innovative payment system here. You can pay via this. I like this, not having to wait to pay. What was the total, Mr. Boo?
Table 314, pay my bill.
Yeah.
1 sardine, 1 salad Caesar, 2 coffees, €36.40.
I have to say, given this location, that price is really pretty good. About £30 for lunch for 2 and coffee. See if it works. It's a good way of getting you to pay this new filming. Have you noticed? It's not normally my kind of place, Mr. Boo, but I actually thought, I think a lot of people would enjoy going there, and we ordered the entree salad, and a lot of people were ordering the entree salad.
Yes.
It was very big. It's big enough for lunch, and it's €14, which I think for that location is incredible, really.
Cha-ching.
Yep. Just down the road from that trendy place, you know, I mean, literally the same street, lots of cafes. Here you can have, you know, a pasta main dish, and they're big, for under €9. I mean, it's incredible. And their Caesar salad is $10.90. So suddenly you realise perhaps why that was not as expensive as we expected. It does seem to me that Marseille is quite a bit cheaper than Nice. So we're saying this area, this is much more like a sort of classic Parisian square, and these are much more traditional sort of French cafe bars in this sort of more bourgeois bit down towards the port. Is that the port there?
Yep.
So, and is that, what's that, the town hall? It's the Bourse.
It's the Bourse.
The old stock exchange. And just like that, we were on the port, which is absolutely vast. I mean, it's like Nice, but it is way, way bigger. Look at that. And this is the Norman Foster shade.
Have you noticed down here there's a lot less graffiti? Like our zone really is the heart of the graffiti
Yeah,
zone.
there's almost none down here, and in that sort of posh shop bit. Strange, isn't it? Not seeing a great deal around the edge of the port that interests me. Subway, McDonald's, KFC, and an Irish pub. But it's very nice to walk, but it's definitely feels like the tourist hub, this bit, doesn't it? This is good, 50p. And you get to ride right across the bay. And you pay for me too.
Yeah.
It's going well today, this.
Oh, it's because it's already done one.
Ah, I'll have to do mine then. See if mine works. How clever. Sit at the front. What do you think about boats, Twiggy? You got your life jacket on?
Oh yeah. We're going away from the soap museum.
Not the soap museum. Oh no. It reminds me, there's a little ferry in Monaco does this for a similar price. It goes across the harbour. Not many people know about it. You know, it's about €1 or something, but this is 50 cents. Is that a wrapper, 50 cents? Is that the Museum of Civilization?
Yes.
Over there, through this window. Oh, for a second I spotted a policeman over there, but no, it's a private ambulance. Maybe at this side of the port there'll be some policemen. I mean, I don't usually run around looking for policemen. It's not an obsession I have. I'm just really surprised because we see so many in Nice, don't we? Mr. Boo thinks these new apartment blocks, or restoration apartment blocks, were done because this area was bombed during the war. I wasn't around in those days. That looks like the old customs office or something, doesn't it?
The one.
And off we go, just like that. Oh, all of a 4-minute ride.
Oh my God, Boo, you won't believe it. I found out where all the police are.
Oh, they're here. So this was a ferry to the police. Why are there so many police here? It's because there's a police fair on. Maybe it's job recruitment. Maybe that's why we haven't seen any. Because they're trying to find some new ones. And the ones they've got are all here recruiting.
You're joking.
I think it is. It's police recruitment. Or army recruitment or something. Yeah, look, there's that dress up as a policeman thing there. That's funny. Look at that, Mr. Boo. Join the army, feel a man. Join the navy, feel free. I have to say, the architecture on this side is to me much more interesting than on t'other side. So there you go, monument history, reconstruction of the port 51 to 54. That would tally with your bombing theory.
Am I still really red?
Mr. Boo's gone very red. I don't know if you can see him in this light. We don't know why he's gone so red. He's had a nervous reaction, an allergic reaction to his
Sardines.
salad, his sardine salad. It's very weird. You're really weird.
You're really weird.
You do look very red. What can it be? I think it's got to be that fish you just had. It's got to be a seafood allergy.
Yeah. I've just never had a reaction like this.
So, you want to go to a pharmacy?
I think I need to go to a pharmacy.
The strange thing is I feel weird now, but I think I'm just coming out in sympathy. I've certainly not gone red.
Am I still red?
Yeah, you're not as red, but you feel weird. You're quite red. No, oh no, you are. Look. No, that's red. I think we've either been food poisoned or it's an allergic reaction to the fish. But I never had any of yours. Let's see what they say. She looks a bit weird. Ooh, this is cute.
Je viens de manger des sardines et je suis devenue toute rouge, toute chaud et toute bizarre.
Oui, vous faites une allergie visiblement.
Ouais, oui.
Tout le corps?
Non, que jusqu'à là. Oui.
Vous en avez déjà mangé avant?
Oui.
C'est pour la première fois la sardine? C'est la sauce ou quelque chose qu'il y a avec?
Bah peut-être c'était.
Bon, déjà vous prenez un anti-allergique
Oui.
tout de suite. Et on voit ce que. Vous voyez comment ça.
Comment ça roule?
Oui, il faut que. Voilà. Faut pas que ça continue quoi.
Mais franchement, c'est la première fois. Une fois avec les huîtres, mais genre il y a des gens vivants. J'ai mangé de l'huître et des autres trucs. Mais
Are you going to live, Mr. Boo?
She gave me some anti-allergy tablets and she made me take one in front of her.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did she make you do that? So you had to pay for them?
Well, maybe, but she just wanted to make sure that I was having one, and she told me where the medical centre is if it continues to go down my body.
Does she think it's allergic?
Yes, just that it's an allergic reaction.
To fish? Or to what we had? My tongue's swelling up terrible, but I've been talking a lot.
Too much.
How are you feeling, Mr. Boo?
I think the side effects have subsided. I'm just getting ready to go out now.
He's definitely perked up. Did your tablets work?
Yeah, it took more than they said I should.
That's why they were dealing those this afternoon in the market. We've been reading all about that. What's the tablet called we've been reading about?
The one, Lyrica.
Lyrica, and apparently there's an epidemic addiction to this thing, and there's all these rival drug gangs fighting turf wars to sell Lyrica. Sounds like sort of a drug Andrew Lloyd Webber had peddled, doesn't it? But obviously I think the consequences are quite serious, and kids are being recruited on Facebook to then go and murder people because, I mean, it's horrible. But that, I'm almost certain we looked online that the tablets we saw the man hide behind the sign were them drugs. If we get taken out in the next few weeks, you'll know why. Back into the trendy lift. You know, this afternoon, Mr. Boo, we saw a woman at that restaurant was wearing this lift on her frock. She had the same material.
She was in a giant fish print.
She was dressed like a lift. That's not often you meet that. Got a theory on this graffiti. We're obsessed.
No, it's not a theory, it's an experiment. We're here for a bit longer, and I saw this man paint his new shop, Ultra, here earlier today, and it is all white, and he's done his orange sign. So take a look at it now, and then we will take a look at it before we leave.
See whether it gets
Just in
graffiti.
case.
I think people in Marseille are very friendly, don't you?
They are very friendly.
I mean, it's a terrible sort of tourist cliche. You go somewhere for 2 days and you go, oh, the locals are lovely and everybody's nice to you and blah, blah, blah. And obviously they are when you're in a tourist area because they want to take your spondulics off you. But we really have not been, I don't think we've heard English spoken virtually anywhere we've been apart from the port today, do you?
Yeah, not all.
So we really haven't been in those areas, or if we have, there weren't tourists about. There's just a sort of, it's a little less haughty than it can be in other areas of France, shall we say.
There's less shoulder.
There's less shoulder, and I think there's probably a little less formality, and I think that might be the key. You know, because people often come to France and say, oh, the French are so rude, they don't like the English and the Americans and whatever, and actually they sort of don't get that the French can be terribly formal when they first meet, and that, you know, it's madame and sir and all of that. Here there is none of that. Really isn't. It's much more melting pot, get down and dirty and fun. And that's been a real sort of revelation to us, I think, so far. It's just how sort of jolly and relaxed it all is. It's opened, look, Mr. Boo. You want to go clubbing? Oh, hip-hop non-stop.
Then definitely.
Another quiet night in Marseille. Nothing happening, you know. Always very sleepy, isn't it, Marseille? It's this guy in red again, look.
It's a different red outfit.
Is it? Every night's like been in the Winnie Mandela bar at Hull University Student Union, but in a good way. Mr. Boo, you must have recovered because you ordered a pint of beer.
It's because I'm a rehydration.
And I seem to have got a pint of pastis when they were half pint. It's surreal, the size of that. Mr. Boo said I was very drunk last night and only had 2 of these. And they're €2 each.
60% of the population here are under 45.
Oh,
So
that's what gives it that vibe.
Yeah.
Which I have to say is very refreshing. Like my pastis. Now what are we going to eat tonight?
Not sardines.
I don't want you to have a relapse. So we have to confess that tonight's been a bit of a food car crash because we made that terrible rookie mistake of not having a plan. I just thought, let's come out, we'll find something. There'll be some, there's so many places. And then of course, you know, you get into that couple debate about, shall we go here? Oh, that's got nobody in. This Pakistani restaurant looks good. I don't want to go Pakistani. I spotted an African restaurant with 4 people in it that I loved with some very bright flowers, and I think would have made a very good video, but you, Mr. Boo, put the kibosh on it. Would have been at least comic. And we're now in a kebab shop. It's got good reviews. Good reviews. But actually, it's quite a good location, so we'll see. We'll see what he brings out.
And I love the
Man.
view.
You love the view? What,
Yeah, I love this art. It's
the
all...
art. So it's non-stop art. No, it's all very atmospheric. I love this area. I think it's fantastic.
When I say Marseille, you say solidarity.
What was that one about incest earlier we saw?
Incest is quiet. Talk to your children.
So what are we doing in the next episode, Mr. Boo? You have a plan, apparently.
Well, it seems like we need a plan, so I have made a plan, and I may or may not have hired a vehicle for us.
Oh, do I have to drive it?
No, thank goodness. I'm in charge.
Well, this you may never have seen something like this before. It's called a burger. It's horrible. It's really horrible. There you go. Me and Mon Ami don't get it right every time. This is awful. I mean, there are no words. It's so bad. I'm not going to advertise the place. I don't want to be mean, but it's our fault. We were hungry and we've chosen dreadfully. Well, that was our second night in Istanbul. Well, that was our second night in Marseille. It feels a bit like Istanbul. And we've just been talking about Istanbul. Honestly, I'm not losing the plot, I promise you. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee. Really helps support these trips. But remember, most of all, folks, try and hold on to your marbles and stay charged.